is underway here for the Italian Grand Prix of the CRL T1 League. 12 minutes, 10 cars heading out onto the track. And here we go again. So strap yourselves in. This is going to be a great one. Is that the rain starting to fall? It is. Okay, so rain starting to fall. And now I believe we're going to see one dry lap. And after this, the track might be too wet to see the factors going forward for the next part. Well, this is interesting. Hold on to your hats, folks. This is going to be fun. I can't wait. This is going to be absolutely fun. So Bucks Joe, J-Dunk, A Little Gnarly, FIFA Beefy, Equals, R-Dunk, Warrior Rans, Bring F1, Crew Steamers and Iceman, all there in the rain. So a quick break just before this session started so that we can fix something with the stream that we had an issue with. All good now, I'm delighted to say. As we now see, as we open up the telemetry for you. Oh, Bucks Joe's car was a little revving too hard, wasn't it? So it's A Little Gnarly who sets the first time in the session, so we'll keep an eye on him and fall back when we go into the Rettifilio. Jumps over, one at a time, two at a time, very nice. Trying to keep it smooth. Through Porta Grande. Look at the rain coming as we come into Dalla Roggia. This might be the only lap we get for qualifying, so this might determine the grid, so we've got to be really on it. Who was the last car to cross the line? I think it was Warrior Rans and the Red Bull. DRS still activated, so it's not too treacherous just yet for a run. Into Ascari. Much better. Fifth gear. Held it, pushes the exit. Very nice. Very nice. Down towards the Parabolica. Power, power, power. Brake, turn, accelerate hard. Oh, nearly caught the rear. Cross the line then. A Little Gnarly does a 1:22.859. Crew Steamers does a 1:22.837. My attention turns to FIFA Beefy. J-Dunk does a 1:22. Bucks Joe 1:22.165. Iceman 1:22.254. FIFA Beefy now looking faster. J-Dunk 1:23. FIFA Beefy does a 1:22.925. And with the track getting worse, Bucks Joe could have just taken pole position for the Italian Grand Prix. If that rain does get worse, qualifying done. Wowzers. So still trying. Are they going to go for another run, saving everything? Well, the tanks are low on Bucks Joe, so they might come in, do another quick splash dash, head out, do another lap. Can't see how the track's not going to get worse, though. Rain coming down. This is the T1 League. Anything can happen, as I think you saw from qualifying. So we're now backing off. Equals and Warrior Rans just starting their outlaps now, look. Equals ahead of Warrior Rans on the track, so we'll remember them as everyone else comes into the pit lane. We'll cut now to them, jumping across the track. And they've gone out on softs last. So we'll keep an eye. Equals will set his lap first, then Warrior Rans. So we'll keep an eye on the monitors to see who's going to be where and when. must say a mighty hello to anybody watching us here on the Twitch live stream, wherever you are in the world. Thank you very much for joining us. Especially if it's the middle of the night where you are. You really are the die-hard fans for joining us. Mainly, of course, this is the CRL League. So Canada and America. So thank you very much for joining us and watching along with us. From what I understand there, it's just coming up. I look at my monitor. So it's coming up to 8 o'clock. Equals on a lap time then. Very slow coming through the Rettifilio. It wasn't exactly the greatest run. Holding 6th gear, pulls 7th. Oh. Scorimi, the engine coming in. Now how does he handle Dalla Second gear, brake discs are light, but there seems to be a lot more grip than I expected in these conditions. But certainly the track's, what, 3 seconds slower. Well, hang on, 22, 18, so it's at least 3 to 5 seconds slower to what we saw about 5 minutes ago in Quali 2. So they've got their work cut out for them. And Little Gnarly's had enough, he's retired from the session. So has Ardunk, he's had enough as well. Conditions aren't seeming to improve. I don't think Equals or Warrior Rans are going to have their time. I think we've seen qualifying here for the Italian Grand Prix. And it looks like Bucks Joe will start on pole from Iceman, J-Dunk, Crew Steamers, and Little Gnarly, FIFA Beefy, Bring F1, R-Dunk. Now it's a question between who's going to get where. Equals crosses the line, stays 9th. Warrior Rans goes 9th, 125.094, equals a 126.141. So the track's not going to get any better. I think we have now seen the end of qualifying, as everyone now going straight off the track as well to completely cancel out their lap times. I think we have seen it now from quali. So the sensible thing to do would be to go straight for the race, which I think is what we're doing, as everyone seems to be retiring. So I think we're going to cut short quali and we're going to go straight for the race here, which seems only right. It's only Bucks, Joe and FIFA Beef who haven't retired from the session. So radio's open from Iceman. Wondering what he was going to say. Second at the moment, he lines up second. So it's Bucks Joe taking pole position from Iceman, J-Dunk, Crew Steamers, Little Gnarly, FIFA Beefy now 6th, and Bring F1, R-Dunk, Warrior Rans and Equals the grid. We have the full results, as we now have to wait for FIFA Beefy to hit the timing button, because we've got 3 minutes left to qualify, but no one's going to improve, and the cars aren't going to go faster in these wet conditions either. Equals could have maybe put on the inters and see if he could have got anywhere near ahead of R-Dunk and Warrior Rans, because they were competing their lap times in the wet and slicks. But the track isn't wet enough even for intermediates. It's no man's land. DRS has now been disabled. Now it's wet enough for intermediates. And now we just wait for FIFA Beefy to retire from the qualifying session. So I don't have to talk for 2 minutes 45 seconds plus another 3 minutes. So I don't have to talk for nearly 5 minutes on absolutely nothing, and we get straight into the race. So FIFA Beefy, listening please. Please. It's 10 to 1 in the UK in the morning, so this is getting good. So we have the grid format going up. Actually, I just had to point out this is the most perfect the internet stream has been all day, by the way, because it's, as I said, it's 10 to 1 in the UK commentary box here in the morning, and there's no one on the internet at this time of night, so it's perfectly clear, crisp as well. Doesn't also help that we live a couple of doors away from the government in our town, which is even more fascinating. So it looks like he is going to make me, isn't he, talk for a little longer. I can't switch between any other car, and it's FIFA Beefy, who hasn't retired from the session. So let us know. Let's open up the group chat quickly as well and see what you're liking. Us as well. Let us know. You can definitely vote for your driver of the day. You can follow and subscribe here on Twitch. We're also on YouTube and Instagram. The link is in the group chat below as well, I believe, for you to go to. Hello to everyone in the group chat. I believe we'll have 16 live viewers, although that number's been a bit the same all night, so it might be more, might be less. So I'm sorry if I miss people, but hello everybody. And I hope you're going to stick around for 27 laps of racing coming up. Of course, it's a question, is FIFA Beefy going to head back out onto the track? Well, he can't, because he's missed the pit lane. He's got 50 seconds left, so he has actually made me talk, and I really hope he doesn't make me talk for another 3 minutes, because I might just get a little bit much. So, hello to everyone in the group chat watching below. Let's hope we have a great race as well. So I wonder if it's going to be a wet race as well. That could be a factor if they just went through to start on the mediums. The 6 drivers that started Q2 to go through the mediums, if it's a wet race, it's inters. So it's going to be a factor to remember as well. As the clock is now ticking out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the session has concluded. And it is Bucks Joe on pole position for the Italian Grand Prix from Iceman, J Dunk, Crew Steamers, A Little Gnarly, FIFA Beefy, Bring F1, R Dunk, Warrior Rounds and Equals. And a Lemonhead 401 saying, what's this league? How's this work? Since we have a few minutes, I'm new. Well, I'm delighted to answer your question. This is the CRL T1. So earlier on today, we had the T2. That's Tier 2 League. And this is the Tier 1 League, so the Premier drivers out at the moment. And we've just had qualifying, so 27 laps coming up, 50% race distance, full safety car on mode as well. And this is going to be a great, great race. So stick with us here if you're new. It's going to be fantastic to watch as well. We're getting ready then for the start of the race. Well, it looks cloudy, doesn't it, for the start of the race? It's the CRL T1 Grand Prix from Monza, Italy. And we are prepared for an absolutely spectacular race. Your commentator is me. It's Joshua Birch, bringing you all of the action of this fantastic league. Earlier on, we had the T2. It took a while to get started. 3 attempts to start that race. A constant red flag procedure where the grid wasn't formed correctly. Then we had a glitch, which the game caused, which wouldn't let us start the race with the 5 lights. And 3rd time lucky we got going. Let's hope that we go well here today. Let's cross over to the start with the formation lap, I believe. And away we go on the parade lap. So the green flag flies. Bucks Joe heads out from Iceman, starting on the front row alongside him. Row 2 sees J Dunk and Crew Steamers, A Little Gnarly and FIFA Beefy. Bring F1 and R Dunk. Warrior Rounds and Equals completes the top 10. Red Devil is 11th. Chatty Duck is 12th. Well, we've got Vamesto in 13th place. He must be in this race, so he has actually started. From Graham, 14th. Splits Games is 15th. Blaze, 72, 16th. Racer PNW, 17th. 18th for RSL Knight. Jeep for Life is 19th. And 20th is Anne Stulik, who starts 20th last on the grid as well. And he's also 18th in the championship with no points on the board. 4 drivers with no points, remember, and they're actually the 4 in the bottom half of the track. Okay, so Vamesto is not taking part in the race, we understand. So his car, I believe, is ghosting. So he is not in the race. So we'll just remember that. As you predicted, pit stop strategy. Lap 11 to 12 for the mediums. For the hards, it's a lap earlier, lap 9 to 12. We're coming up to the grid then. 27 laps will be the distance. We'll open up the positions changed for you for the start, and then when it's less crazy, we'll open up the full telemetry for you to watch. Stand by, they're forming up on the grid. Now, what we had was when all the cars were formed up in the previous race of the T2, it glitched already to start the second lap. Let's hope we have a clean procedure here and the Italian Grand Prix can get underway. It is the CRL T1 series. The drivers are lining up. It's looking good so far. It's looking very good, in fact. Let's hope we get a start. We're getting the start quite early. Where's the lights? Go, 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 go! Good start this time from Bucks Joe, but already the field's being left behind. J-Dunk gets a good start as well. He's right alongside Iceman. Who makes it down to the Retafilio first? That's the big question. Well, Bucks Joe does in the Ferrari. Meantime, there's drama further back. Knights has moved back. Cruz Teamer's holding off as well. And he's got FIFA Beefy, the championship leader, right behind. One of the Renaults in trouble. Well, it's not raining out there. It's just very, very dark, and there's chance of rain as well. Cruz Teamer's going right round the outside. FIFA Beefy is on the inside of the Red Bull. That's going to be close to contact. He forces Cruz Teamer's off the track. Graham's already got a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. How? It's only the opening lap. And FIFA Beefy up now, positions, equals dropping down. Cruz Teamers is really having a bad time of it. So, and Bring F1's up there as well. So drama already at the start. Look at that. A little Gnarly's lost 9 places. That's a terrible start already in this race as we head up towards the Ascari chicane for the first time today. Everybody desperately trying to get some sort of temperature in the tyres and brakes, but already we look to the front. Bucks Joe leading the way 4/10 of a second to J-Dunk. Iceman's there as well, so penalties already applied further down, and we'll keep an eye on them as it goes out the race. Chatty Depth's past R-Dunk 23 as well. Cars going left and right at the exit Parabolica as we come back to the start of the race. Look at this, Bucks Joe under pressure. Iceman's already effective. No, he hasn't. It's lap 2, not lap 27, not lap 3, so ignore that. But it is Bucks Joe leading the way at the moment. So everyone now already trying to get the race back into some sort of position as we desperately try and correct the graphics as they're going wrong again. It's only lap 2, not lap 3, so the graphics are wrong. We had this before. Bear with us. This is your race leader, Bucks Joe. Right behind him is I want to say J-Dunk, it is, but the computer's going a bit wrong. J-Dunk, Iceman, FIFA Beefy equals, Bring F1, Cruz Teamers, Red Devil, Warrior Rams and Graham have the top 10. They're into Ascari once again. He set the Bucks Joe fastest of all so far. J-Dunk's trying to catch him up, but he's being left behind. Iceman's coming in, equals. Oh, look at Jake, look at that. Bucks Joe spun. Bucks Joe at the exit of Ascari spins and smashes into the wall. And that now promotes J-Dunk to the lead of the race. Iceman's down to second, FIFA Beefy to third. But my goodness me, Bucks Joe spinning out at the exit of Ascari into the wall. And there was nothing he could do. And he's dropped from first to 20th in the space of 10 seconds. So the race lead changes. J-Dunk leads from Iceman, FIFA Beefy, equals H, and Bring F1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at the moment. Move going on further back. One of the Haas cars trying to make a move. I think that was Arsat Knight trying to get past on R-Dunk 23. Blazed has passed racer PNW for 16th place as well. And remember as well that we do not count Vamesto in this race. He is not racing. His car is ghosted. That's why he's in 19th place. And Bucks Joe effectively in last place. Overall in 19th. So Vamesto will not score any points in this race as well. He's been kicked from the race. So he's not racing. There we go. He's dropped it down now. So ignore the car effectively. So now we have a look to... Oh, what's happened here? The graphics seem to have disappeared on us. There we go. Iceman's closing behind on J-Dunk. Is he going to have any form of attack and any form of power? This battle's going on all over the field. Look at this. If I can... Oh, sorry about that. I'm trying to get it right. The computer's going wrong on me. I wanted to get back to Bring F1. He's closing back, but Iceman's just on a 1:22.956. Fastest lap of the race so far. Let's have a look at Bring F1. He's closing right behind Equals. Equals goes to defend. Bring F1 sends it up the inside of the Rettifilio. That's close to contact. Oh, they send each other out wide. And the second Williams of Crew Steamers tries to come to play. Equals holds off round Kurt de Grande. Coming down to the Della Rocha chicane. The Mercedes of Bring F1 under pressure is in a Williams sandwich by the time he comes into the chicane. Bring F1 a 3-second time penalty as well for multiple warnings. He just ran wide at the exit as well. I wonder if we'll get another 3 seconds for that. RSL Knight, 3 seconds, multiple warnings. Got to keep it calm. Got to keep it on the road. Keep positions, keep attacking. And Bring It and Equals goes defensive. Bring F1 tries to go left and right, coming into Ascari. It's not going to work there. Crew Steamers gets a 3-second time penalty, so the Williams made the mistake, and now he's side by side with Bring F1. Astuk, 3 seconds. Time penalty, multiple warnings as well. It's turning just like into the T2 race from earlier on. Oh, and the Mercedes goes very wide there of Bring F1. FIFA Beefy does a 1:22.518. Fastest lap of the race so far. And Bring F1's under pressure big time now from Crew Steamers coming into the braking zone. Heavy onto the brakes. Chatty Duck's past Graham as well. And now with both of them having penalties, it sort of neutralises that effect that we have. Look at the Red Bull. The Red Bull trying to go right around the outside. That's Warrior Ranch trying to pass Crew Steamers coming down towards Della Rocha. Pulls to the inside. Can he get the late on the brakes? Look at the fuel warning lights already. Come on! Off the track goes Crew Steamers and almost past the advertising boards, in fact. And he's lost 2-3 positions. Warrior Ranch and Red Devil go by. So he's always losing the rear coming out of Lesmo as well. What on earth is happening? And Chatty Duck was trying to get through. I think he's just cut him off as well. A little gnarly's past Graham 23. So down now underneath the banking part of the section of the track. Crew Steamers gets a 3-second time penalty. Oh, what's happened to Bring F1? He's side by side trying to get through. Oh, and the McLaren of Chatty Ducks gets sent out wide. Bring F1 has to come back off to cut off a little gnarly. Chatty Duck went through, a little gnarly goes through. Yeah, Bring F1 goes a bit too wide, tries to come back on the track and almost takes out, I think that was our dunk. And car's heading to the pit lane, it is Bring F1 coming into the pit lane early on in this race. Oh, that's Chatty Duck versus Crew Steamers down in towards turn 1. The McLaren getting ahead. Crew Steamers is trying to fight back, can't find a way through. Well, what an esports race this is here on BBB Racing 1. Heavy on the brakes, turns in. Bumps over the curbs, very nice. And RSL Knight gets a 3-second time penalty again, multiple warnings. Let's come back to the front. As we're seeing Iceman getting very close to Jay Dunk at the moment for the race lead. Down towards the Parabolica. Lovely helicopter shot as we come in now. Braking zone for Parabolica, 5th gear corner. It seems to be the favourite of today. Although in the race, it seems to be... No, it was 5th. Yeah, I'm glad I wasn't corrected there. So in the DRS zone now, is Iceman going to have any sort of opportunity to have a run on Jay Dunk, whose internet also seems to be having some sort of issue. So much in the toe coming into the braking zone, into the Rettifilio. And Jay Dunk can now have his time. He can control the pace from Iceman. They're running 4th and 5th in the championship as well. So either one is a big result for them today. Crew Steamers coming to the pit lane. R Dunk has passed Graham 23. And the top 3 J-Dunk, Iceman, and the championship leader, FIFA Beefy, all right there. And Chatty Duck has passed Red Devil for 6th and 7th place. Bucks Joe passes Racer P&W. He's making his way slowly throughout the field. Very impressive from Bucks Joe, actually. Span out the field. He's already up to 15th place. Yes, cars have pitted, but that's mighty impressive from my point of view. So now is FIFA Beefy close enough for a go on Iceman, and is Iceman close enough to have a go on J-Dunk? It's getting close, isn't it? R-Dunk, 3-second time penalty. As Splits Games passes Graham, 10th and 11th, changes hands, and here we go again, folks. Safety car. Safety car. And oh, look at that. All three of the leaders dive into the pit lane. Late call for the safety car there. So J-Dunk comes in. Iceman and FIFA Beefy all into the pit lane. Now it's up to the mechanics. Iceman sets mediums. Oh, he's had to wait, and he's gone now. Red Bull gets up behind the FIFA Beefy. Hard tyres gone off for J-Dunk. Mediums, Iceman, and FIFA Beefy. Bucks Joe gets a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. He'll serve that immediately, but the safety cars come out. Now the question is, as it's RSL Astuk who's gone out of the race, and that is called the safety car. So now, again, we must change to the leader times to see where everybody is. Well, I've got a bad feeling we're going to be waiting for a car that's not even in the race to catch up to the back of this. This is what we feared might happen, and it looks like it's happening now. So safety car is out on lap 8 of 27 here at the Italian Grand Prix. J-Dunk leads from Iceman, FIFA Beefy. Warrior Rounds equals H, Red Devil, Chatty Duck, Crew Steamers, a little gnarly. R-Dunk completes the top 10. The points go down to 15th. So then we get Bring F1, Blazed, Graham, RSL Knight, and Splits Games. Racer P&W just outside the 16th. Bucks Joe spinning early on, goes down the order to 17th. Mestos doesn't take part in this race, so he's out of it. And Jeep for Life down in 18th place effectively as we take out Mesto from the running as his car's ghosted. Well, it's an automatic car. RSL Knight, a 5-second time penalty for ignoring the yellow flags. Add that to the, we can sell that in the pit stop if he hasn't already. I think the entire field has pitted bar Bring F1. He pitted a lap before the safety car, so he got mighty unlucky with that one. Or lucky in a way. Everyone's on new tyres as we due to restart the race soon. We're waiting for Vermesto and Jeep for Life. Now the problem is, Vermesto, as I said, isn't actually in the race. He was taken out of the server league. So his car's a ghost, but Jeep for Life came out the pit lane behind him, which means that Jeep for Life can't overtake him. So we've got to wait for both of them to catch up when really it would have just been one. And J-Dunk's trying to take the safety car to go faster. But it's not going to work, unfortunately. We've all got to take the rough with the smooth. So that's the gap between the leader. So we need to get that down. As you see, Jeep for Life, we need to get that down to 15 seconds. Then we can start the race again. Right now it's at 27, so we're not there yet, but we're getting there, we're getting there. Everyone will be on the lead lap as well, which is even better. And now we just take it slow as we ride on board with J-Dunk. As we approach the second Lesmo. World Feed now deciding to go for a different output after I turn off the onboard. DRS will be disabled for 3 extra laps as well, so they're going to have to do this all on talent and tyres. Race leader J-Dunk's on hards. Safety car in this lap, so we've got that down now to 11 seconds. The field is bunched up, the race will begin again. And J-Dunk will control the field from FIFA Beefy and Iceman. Where do you break down towards turn 1? Cold tyres, cold brakes. Fuel mode's been saved up. ERS is at 100%. Where on earth do you go? When do you go? We'll switch now back to J-Dunk. When do you hit that accelerator? No overtaking until the start-finish line, of course, but you can hit the accelerator from that line there. He hasn't done it through the parabolica. Safety car's in. Green, 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 green. Come on, come on. He's backing the back up too much. They're starting to bunch as well. We've had this problem in T2. And bring F1 a 5-second time penalty for severe collision with R-Dunk. That's too much of backing the pack up. It's go again. But that was a very Rubens Barrichello way of restarting the race. Very Brazil 2003. The race is on. And I think it was causing more problems. J-Dunk gets the lead of the race from Iceman. FIFA Beefy right back. Equals gets a penalty as well. Red Devil goes spinning out. And he's off at the Rettifilio. And he's down, down, down. Well, that could have worked out a little bit better, couldn't it? Look at FIFA Beefy. He's right on the attack now. Don Iceman pulls to the inside. Will have the inside line. Goes wheel to wheel. Banging into Dalla Rocha. Goes through. As cars left, right and centre go wild. ISL 9 a penalty for ignoring the yellow flags as well. 5 seconds added on. And he's up to 10th place as well. Red Devil down to 18th. So both of the racing points, 18th and 19th, they are not having a great day today at all, are they? And now FIFA Beefy's right on the back of the race leader. J-Duck is hooked up those medium tyres perfectly. And Little Gnarly gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. But look at this. But look at this. J-Dunk had to hold the field. He's on hard compound tyres. He was a sitting duck to the mediums. FIFA Beefy got the perfect launch. And now he's right up behind J-Duck. He's going to try and slipstream him now all the way down the start-finish straight and try and pull off into turn 1. Is it going to be enough? He has the overtake button. Is he going to use any? Yes, he is. But he's also got Iceman just alongside him now to try and have the position. He's going to lunge up the inside. Yes, he is. Coming into the Rettifilio. Side-by-side stuff. They almost made contact. Fantastic. But FIFA Beefy just holds off. And now look, he sets his sights on J-Dunk going forward round the Curta Grande. And yellow's out sector 1. What's happened? Bucks Joe's down. Blaze 72 is also down the order. He's down to 19th place. So yes, the McLaren's had a problem. He's got going though. No need for a VSC or a full safety car. Splits games up to 10th. Bring F1 down. He also has got that penalty, remember. So add that to the ongoing list of problems in this race for him. Yellow sector 2. And that splits games, dropping down from 10th down the order. That might cause a safety car. Especially now as Blaze has dropped down, so well, we'll have to keep an eye on that one. Gone green for now. We're keeping an eye on FIFA Beefy. He's closing down on J-Dunk. Red Devil's passed. Jeep for Life has gone down the order. Graham's passed as well. Multiple overtakes, but now this is where the DRS will be enabled once again. And is he going to try and have the opportunity to get past Yellow third sector, DRS enabled? Did he have the DRS? That's the question. Well, Iceman's way too far back, and I don't think FIFA Beefy had the DRS, but he's right on the back of J-Dunk coming into the Rettifilio. Blaze has repassed Jeep for Life. And look, and that can bring F1 a 5-second time penalty for multiple warnings, and Equals is into the pit lane. Yellow's out first sector. I think that is bring F1 down as well, spinning. And J-Dunk's having a very... Oh, Chatty Duck! 3 seconds added on, multiple warnings. Well, that butt's paid to his afternoon, doesn't it? The quack's gone out of him. FIFA Beefy right on the back of J-Dunk. Now has the DRS on the run down towards Ascari. Splits games, gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. He still can't get the move done into Ascari. Had to break out down to 4th gear. Well, he's controlling the car much, but he gets a much better exit than J-Dunk. Crew Steamers gets a penalty. Yellow's out second sector. The McLaren's down. Oh, it's a Renault, sorry. It splits games, spinning again. And it looks to be a retirement for me, because look, he hasn't got going. Yellow sector 2 and 3 now. There's someone else off. Red Devil's out. Virtual safety car called. And that really puts paid to FIFA Beefy. He was trying to have a go with the DRS there. But Red Devil's out of the race. So that's caused the virtual safety car to come out. And a little gnarly came in the pit lane. He's got a time penalty as well. That really hasn't helped him, has it? The thing with the virtual safety car is it can be brought in at any moment as well. So if I was FIFA Beefy, I'd keep right on the back of J-Dunk. But you've got to keep to the lap time delta as well, which is so annoying. RSL Knight has got a 5-second penalty for ignoring yellow flags. I believe we're going green soon. Everyone has to cross the control line. Yep, we're green. Now we're green. Look, everybody has to complete a lap under the VSC. And now we go green. And FIFA Beefy 4/10 back from J-Dunk is closing even more. Look at this. Warrior Rams has joined the party now in the other Red Bull. Chatty Duck could even come into this one. Oh, J-Dunk in the AlphaTauri had a big slide. This is like Monza 2020 for real. AlphaTauri leading the way. But Red Bull closing down, looking to the inside. FIFA Beefy looks to try and get the lead, but Iceman's right on the back. Bring F1's got a penalty for multiple warnings. It's another 3 seconds, I'm afraid. But look at this from Iceman as well. He's really got in the toe of FIFA Beefy. Opens up the DRS. They both have the DRS now. And J-Dunk's a sitting duck. Up the inside, FIFA Beefy late on the brakes into the Retafilio. Wheel-to-wheel stuff. How do they not touch? They do touch, and that's nearly contact, but it gives Iceman the move. Does he get through? Yes, Iceman goes through to second place. He gets through on FIFA Beefy, all caused by the contact. And now look at this, Iceman goes side by side, and they're going to go 3 abreast, and it's always going to end in tears, and it has. FIFA Beefy, the championship leader, spins out, hits the wall left and right, and 3 into 1 doesn't go. And that was just written in the stars. FIFA Beefy down to 5th place with damage. J-Dunk, the race leaders, now down to 3rd. And it's Iceman leading the way, but Warrior Rand in the second Red Bull comes up from 4th to lead the race. Right round the outside into Ascari. And that was a spectacular move. So now the racing leading has changed again as Warrior Rans is under pressure from Iceman, who has limited damage, we understand, but J-Duck was the one caught up in that one. 3 seconds added to Bucks Joe's time for multiple warnings as well. Warrior Rans goes a little bit too wide. Iceman cuts back. DRS will be open. Blaze 72 gets a 3-second time penalty. Here comes Iceman on the back of Warrior Rans. Down towards the Retafilio. Oh, go for it, go for it. Yes, pulls to the inside. Brake late, send it, send it, send it. Oh, hold it. I couldn't do it. Car off. FIFA Beefy's out. The championship leader is out and retires from the Italian Grand Prix. This is great news for Chatty Duck, who's running in 4th place and joining the back of this battle. He now has a brilliant opportunity to take the lead as the race leader gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Well, this race is turning up upside down, isn't it? So Warrior Rans now with a time penalty. Iceman, I don't believe, does. But FIFA Beefy's out of the race. 18th and out. We understand that Vamesto is 15th, but will score no points in this race as he is not actually racing. So Jeep for Life takes 15th place. Please remember that position. It's lap 15 of 27. We've passed half distance in the Italian Grand Prix for the CRL T1 series. Down now, the start finish straight once again. And now Warrior Rand is trying to pull out the gap, but here comes J-Dunk to try and take his lead back. This is amazing. Look at this Chatty Duck. He must be thinking all his Christmases come at once. He's closing in on the battle for the lead, and his championship rival's out of the race. Yellow at Ascari. It has gone green now, I'm relieved to say, as Bring F1 has passed Graham. Graham's off. Where's Graham? What's happened? He's dropped down now into 11th place. Oh, lock up from Warrior Rans. Did he make the corner? Yes, he did. And if he can pull 3 seconds out, he still has the lead of the race. Please remember that. 3 more seconds, lead of the race. Racer PNW, 3 seconds added on. Splitsgate Splits Games comes into the pit lane. Yellow second sector coming into the chicane at Dalla Loggia. And now at the second Lesmos. We are green again. Splits Games into the pit lane. As now we see Warrior Rounds holding off, but look at that further back. That was a move. J Dunk's under pressure from Chatty Duck, trying to pull left, pull right. Not a move into the Parabolica for sure. It's too much of a risk to go there. And then again, I wouldn't be surprised if he tried it. I really wouldn't, actually. Trying to push, trying to pull, left, right again. Chatty Duck pulls to the outside line, coming in now to the braking zone. Late has the inside line, locks up. Oh, a perfect manoeuvre into the Retafilio. Shuts the door on J Dunk as well at the exit. And Chatty Duck takes third place with a textbook move. Now watch Iceman trying to get right in the back of Warrior Rounds. There's your fastest laps. It's FIFA Beefia 1:22.518 at the moment, who had the fastest run. And this is the closest battle on the track right now. Crew Steamers maybe behind our Dunk, but they both got penalties. And at different times as well. One's got 5, one's got 3. So it's pretty much status quo in our Dunk and Crew Steamers, regardless who's in front or behind. The battle between Warrior Rans, though. Can he pull 3 seconds out to Iceman? RSL 9, 3-second time penalty again, multiple warnings. It's all getting very chaotic now, isn't it? Yellow third sector, why? One of the Mercedes round. Bring F1s out. And that might cause a safety car if he's in. Yes, it does. Well, curse of the commentator strikes. Bring F1 out of the race, crashes out. Bucks Joe penalty for speeding in the pit lane, but safety car deployed for the second time today as Bring F1 crashes at the Ascari chicane, and it brings out the full safety car. So now we'll form up once again. And this is terrible news for everyone who has penalties. Terrible news. Also, is anyone going to come into the pit lane? Now that would be an interesting opportunity. Anyone to come into the pits and wants to give it a better time, now's your chance. Equals pits. Well, I thought Equals would come in, personally. I thought he would. Equals pits. My attention now turns to the top. Are they going to pit? Are either of them going to pit? I would. Get fresh tyres on. Especially Chatty Duck. Get on and serve the penalties. Now's perfect time. Here's pitting. Yes! Oh, but Chatty Duck takes the lead. Oh, but Warrior Rant's got 5 seconds for speeding in the pit lane. He'll take that immediately, of course. Under the safety car. Oh, he didn't! Oh, no! Oh, dear. That'll be an unserved penalty then, so his race is over. The race belongs to Chatty Duck, who only had 3 seconds. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. This is interesting now. Get your mathematical calculators out, everybody. Sunshine in turn 1. Chatty Duck leads. RSL Knight second, has multiple penalties. Well, how are you going to call this one? I'm not sure how. This is bizarre, but I'm loving it. What a treat we've had today in both of the CRL League races. Tier 2, Barnstormer. It's available to watch on our Twitch stream now, on YouTube as well, if you're watching this also behind in the T1 race. This is absolutely cracking. And that's getting close there. The Renault trying to overtake, splits games. Should be able to overtake, but I think he's got caught behind with the fact that Chatty Duck, the race leader's behind the safety car. So Chatty Duck backs off a little bit. It'll let splits games through. because Split Games has got to get through, otherwise we'll be behind the safety car for ages. Okay, this is a glitch. Split Games now has to pass the safety car to join the back of this, but the safety car's picked up Chatty Duck and Split Games. So it's picked up them both, the back and the front, and it doesn't know what to do with itself. Pit. I would pit. Split Games come into the pit lane. That'll get rid of it. Pit. Oh, he's not. Okay, well that would have got rid of it. Because if he came into the pit lane, he would have dropped back to the back, and he's overtaken the safety car now. So he's finally passed the safety car as Split Games, so we've got to wait 2 minutes for him to catch up now to the back of the track. And then we can go again. Everybody scores points today, by the way. With Ramesto not taking part, his car ghosting. So everybody in this race has scored points. About 20 of 27. Iceman, 5 seconds, ignoring yellow flags. Crew Steamers, 5 seconds, ignoring yellow flags. Well, they're running 7th and 8th. That doesn't help them. That drops them right back. Well, the results are going to be interesting, aren't they? Chatty Duck needs 3 seconds plus. No, actually. RSL has multiple penalties. He needs 2 seconds more because he's behind. Look, he's 1.6 to 1.2 now to our dunk, so he needs 3 seconds to our dunk. RSL Knight's practically out of the top 3 at the moment with penalties he's received today. So no sign of the safety car coming in. The Split Games is still 1 minute 20 seconds behind. And the safety car would have had its lights off at Ascari if it was coming in this lap. So we'll wait again for more running here of the CRL T1 League. As we prepare. It's still at 20 of 27. No sign of the safety car coming in. And everyone now will be saving fuel, saving the energy mileage needed. Batteries are fully charged as well. Everybody's ready to go for what seems to be a last couple lap shootout. And I would watch out for the fact that, look at this, Chatty Duck, RSL Knight, Ardunk and Graham are all on hard compound tyres. On brand new softs, we see Warrior Rans, J-Dunk, Iceman and Crew Steamers, and even add in Racer PNW, all on brand new soft compound tyres. They are going to come through this field like a knife through butter. They are going to be very, very fast and very sticky. Tyres are sticky. Now we should have safety car in this lap, depending on where Splits Games can get back to as well. So, Racer PNW 5 seconds added on. Severe contact with Bucks Joe. Oh dear. And they were racing 9th and 10th overall as well. Bucks Joe, by the way, amazing to get back of that spin. So the safety car is coming in this lap. It will turn off its lights at Ascari. And we're coming up to Ascari now. 16 seconds, 15 seconds. It needs to be inside the gap of 10. So come on. Give us this one. 10 seconds. Yes! He got it just. Look at that, 10.7 seconds. So the safety car's in this lap. He managed to get it. So safety car will come in this lap then here. And the race will restart on lap 22 of 27. A 6-lap shootout here for the race. And Crew Steam has a 5-second penalty as well for severe contact. So we're ready to go then. We're ready for the restart here of the CRL League. Let's get ready to rumble. Look at this, off the track as well. That's very Michael Schumacher back in the pack up here at Monza. Jensen Button flying off the road. Chatty Duck just don't back them up so much. They need to have more running order. Come on, let's go. Safety car's in. The track is green. No overtaking to the start-finish line, of course. I don't think these guys remember it. The race is on here at Monza. And I'm looking already back, as under pressure is Graham for Warrior Rans, who's on those soft compound tyres. Going to get swamped into turn one. Warrior Rans up the inside, round the outside coming is J-Dunk as well. Well, that was a bit of a 3-into-1 doesn't go. I don't think these guys learn enough of this. Splits Games has passed up. Jeep for Life down to 16th. Or 15th effectively. Everyone scores points today because Vermesto doesn't take part in this race. Cars left, right and centre coming into the Dalla Roggia chicane. Graham's under pressure, Iceman's got a penalty, and J-Dunk cuts the corner. Someone's run into the gravel. Iceman's dropped down to 9th, but has penalties. Graham goes wide, J-Dunk goes back through. Look at RSL Knight, but that's not for position. Yellow second sector, someone's off. Yellow greens are down now at the back half of the track. Yeah, we are green, so no need for another virtual safety car. That's great news. Graham's coming under pressure now from Crew Steamers, but further up as well, look at Warrior Rans. Warrior Rans has passed R-Dunk, and meantime, round the outside. So Warrior Rans still fighting with R-Dunk. R-Dunk really trying to throw it in. He's on 13 up-old hards, and Warrior Rans is on 2 up-old softs. He doesn't stand up. Bucks Joe passes Racer P&W. Splits Games has passed Blaze 72. It's all starting to come together now. Chatty Duck needs to have a bit of an advantage. Oh, big lock-up coming into the back half of the track at turn 1. There's the battles for each cars. Iceman a further 5 seconds. They do face charges, you know, of having a black flag if they get too many penalties. Oh, Iceman's out. Iceman's out of the race. He's DNF'd and he seems to be in his pit box off the track. I think that was an immediate reset there for one of the cars. J-Dunk's up through. R-Dunk is in 5th. J-Dunk is 4th. And then Little Gnarly's past Racer P&W. One more with Warrior Rans, who's close now, who's effectively 2nd and effectively also the leader of the race, but he has a penalty as well. Keeping all these penalties is very hard to call this race when the safety car comes out late. R-Dunk's up to 5th. Chris Stevens is down to 6th place as well. Pushing hard now through the back half of the circuit. Side by side further back, R-Dunk and Crew Steamers. I think R-Dunk's got the move done and held off Crew Steamers through the parabolic. He has. Warrior Rans now closing up, DRS enabled, so he'll have it now on RSL Knight. Has multiple penalties though, RSL Knight, so this should be easy for 2nd. And goes through on the inside, laid to the brakes. Can't get through, it is effectively 2nd. So Chatty Duck and Warrior Rans both, I believe, have 3-second penalties, as Warrior Rans does now, goes around the outside and gets through. So it's a question of who finishes in 1st. Might actually still finish 1st. That's very confusing. We'll have to work out. But it's only about 24-27. We're close to the end of this race here. So not long left. Chris Deemer's 3 seconds. Well, that writes him off. Again. Look at that. Out of the order. Bucks Joe up to 7th. We'll call it how it is. The penalties applied after the race was how they'll be, okay? It's the best we can do. And J-Dunk's passed RSL Knight, so it's now Chatty Duck, Warrior Rans, and J-Dunk. The race is on. About to start at 25. Look at that, top 4 all in a row. And look at that, McLaren leads the way at Monza. I think the last time McLaren won in Formula 1 here was 2012. I think Lewis Hamilton won. Carlos Sainz obviously close to winning this year. Didn't pay off that way. Pierre Gasly took the victory. 2 laps to go. Oh, Chatty Duck, big lock up into the Rettifilia. Warrior Rans right on the back. They've both got penalties though. Who gets applied where? I think they've both got 3-second penalties. So it is a question of who finishes in 1st. Yellow 1st sector. Someone's off. Oh, it's Racer P&W, who already had penalties, so it doesn't really apply. Jeep for Life and Vermesto are now ghosting each other. So they are now, I believe, back, because neither have overtaken each other. Graham 23 gets a penalty as well. So this is Chatty Duck now under pressure from Warrior Rans. Opens up the DRS down towards Ascari once again. Not making a move at this point of the track. He tried but failed. Parabolica next up. Will the Parabolica be in overtaking position? Nope. This is beginning to feel like 1966. It's over the line together. Yellow third sector, someone's off coming into Parabolica. Green now, 2 to go here. Oh, look at J-Dunk closing in. That's a very late move from Warrior Rans to the inside of Chatty Duck. They both try and lock up, try and hold in, cutting the track, goes Chatty, oh, Chatty Duck goes wide. Here comes J-Dunk round the outside, the 3 abreast coming round, Kurt de Grande. Chatty Duck holds off, Warrior Rans shuts the door, pulls back to the inside. McLaren goes high, Red Bull goes low, J-Dunk's backed out of it. Oh, it's the wrong position for the position. Did he get through? Yes, but he knocks off part of the front wing. Warrior Rans takes the lead of the race from Chatty Duck. Now they both have penalties. The question is that it? How's that 3 seconds going to apply? And Warrior Rans will win the race ahead of Chatty Duck. That's confusing. It's very confusing. From my understanding, it's whoever's in front. Yellow again, second sector, splits games out of the race. And that could cause something, a VSC or SC, because it's right on the entrance to Dalla Roggia. Warrior Rans now pulls out 9/10 to Chatty Duck, is already under pressure and having to hold off from J-Dunk and RSL Knight. We've gone green, so the race will finish. 14 remain. So, coming across. Last lap the call of the CRL T1 Grand Prix of Italy. And it's Warrior Rans leading on the track. 5/10 advantage to Chatty Duck. J-Dunk is third. RSL Knight is fourth. The question is, who's actually going to win this race? Because it's anybody's guess. Down towards the Dalla Roggia chicane for the last time. Warrior Rans has position on the track. Does he have the time advantage? I think yes, but Chatty Duck could still snatch this. Once again in a BBB1 eSports series, it's going to go to a penalty post race. It seems to be the running theme this week. Who's the winner? They're all 4 together. Warrior Rans, Chatty Duck, J-Dunk, RSL Knight. 4 together, down to the Parabolica for the last time. Warrior Rans ahead. Chatty Duck not going to make a move. It's over the line. Who's going to win the Italian Grand Prix? It's J-Dunk 13. It's over the line together. It was almost a dead heat, but it's J-Dunk 13 taking victory here from Chatty Duck, and Warrior Rans finishing third. Equals finishes in third, not Warrior Rans. He's even pushed off the podium at the end of the race. It is J-Dunk winning here in Italy from Chatty Duck. Equals Warrior Rans drops to 4th, R-Dunk 5th, Bucks Joe 6th, Blaze 7th, Graham is 8th, RSL Knight 9th, Crew Steamers 10th, Racer PNW 11th. And then that concludes the racing results, because Vermesto does not take part in this race. Jeep for Life is 13th and might jump up the order. And Little Gnarly 14th, Splits Games 15th, Iceman 16th, Bring F1 17th, FIFA Beefy 18th, Red Double is in 17th as well. So it is J-Dunk who wins here at Monza. It was over the line together, and it's J-Dunk who takes victory from the McLaren. How very 1966. J-Dunk on the podium then. It was very, very well deserved. What a race. And another top step. And just like in Monza in 2020, Pierre Gasly won for AlphaTauri. There, Here, J-Dunk wins for Alpha Teray in esports. Poetic here at Monza, and it's even a McLaren in second. How realistic is that? They've just replaced the running order. It's J-Dunk winning the race. Didn't have a penalty. Wow, so that's why he didn't win. From Chatty Duck equals Warrior Rounds, R-Dunk, Bucks Joe, Blazed, Graham, RSL Knight, Crew Steamers round the top 10, Racer PNW, Vermesto doesn't take part in the race, Jeep for life, A Little Gnarly, Splits Games, Iceman, Bring F1, FIFA Beefy out of the race as well as Red Devil and RSL Astuk, who calls that first safety car. What a race it's been for both the leagues, but we leave you with J-Dunk winning the Italian Grand Prix. From us all here at CRL T1 League, thank you for joining us. See you next time. Good night, everybody.